In today's Google Sheet video, we will explore some of the basic mathematical functions such as average, round, count, count A, minimum, maximum, small and large. In previous video, we have already discussed how sum works, so we will not be discussing much about sum in this video. If you want to see how sum works using plus sign or the sum function, please go and see our sum video on this. So let's get started. The first function is average. Average of what? All this basic salary. How do you do that? As always, start with an equal sign. Then write the name of the function. You start typing, you will see the full name of the function. Then since I am on F column, it's hinting that I want to average the F column, but no, I want to average the E column. From E2 to specify range, you use colon. E2 to E17 is the this is the last cell, so E17. Now why you cannot see the other cells? Because I have hidden it so that you can see what I am doing, and close that with a bracket or not, that's optional. Press enter. So you see, this is how you get average of these columns. If I select here and see to the right bottom corner, you see this sum which does not tally with the actual sum here. Why? Because it's only adding up the cells that are showing. If I unhide them and then select the whole range of cells, then you see they show the actual sum, which is 3,189,000, which is this one. So since I have hidden them, they are not adding up here. So let's hide them again so that I can see everything what I am doing down here. So this is how average works. Our next mathematical function is round. As usual, start with equal sign, then start typing. This is the formula that I want, which says which cell I want to round and to what extent. That is, how many decimal points, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever. So round, first bracket, that's where I start specifying which one, which cell I want to round. In this case, since I don't have any fractions, I'll take one of this column, one of this cell value, and divide it with something that gives me a fraction. So to do that, I have to put that formula within a bracket where I can divide. Says divided by 7 will give me lots of decimal places. This is the value, the result of this one I want rounded up. So after this can be any cell value. In this case, since it is not a fraction, I had to divide. So divide. Now how many decimal points I want, say 3. Bracket close. Okay, this is divided, can be divided by 7. Let's see, 9. Okay, now this is giving me a better result. So you see how many decimal points, 1 2 3. I change this to 1, it gives me 1 decimal point. So you see, this is how round works, rounded to nearest decimal point. Next function, highest and lowest. So it's actually name of the function is max. I have to specify range because from this range it will give me the highest value for max, and this is the highest value here, and the lowest value. For lowest value, it's suggesting min because I have used max in the previous cell range. Again, this one, because this I don't want to select that one, or I can click individually also, the same thing. So this is the minimum value somewhere hidden within these cells. Okay, it's somewhere between 5 and 16 cells. So 24,000 is the lowest value here in this range. Next mathematical function is count. There are two counts, count A and count. Let's see the difference. Equals to count. Let's specify a different column here because I have a blank here. So that's important. That's why I have selected a different column. Now it says count B to 17, there are 0. Now let's see, if I use count A, B2 to B17, it's giving me 15. Why? There are 15 names here. See? 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. There are 1 to 16, but there is one blank, so there are 15 names here. Or cells with values. So it's counting all the cells with values, but since it is text, count does not give you any result, rather 0. If I type 1 here, see, it's giving me 1 because there is one cell with a number on it. And count A is giving me everything, text and number, everything included. So this is the difference between count and count A. Count counts the number of cells which contains numbers. Count A counts everything. But if there is a blank, so that's count and count A. Let me hide these cells. Say, okay, hide them so that I can work here. So I want to find out the maximum and the minimum salary, but I want to find out, see, max and min gives me the only one value, but I want to find out top 3 performing results, or highest salary, top 3 highest salary, lowest 3 salary, or whatever you want to find, but a number of them. What do I use? I use large to find out maximum. So equals to large from where, which I am trying to find, from this range, and how many do I want? Top 3, top 4, top 2, top 6, whatever you want to find out. Enter. Now this is why is it giving me only one value? Is actually the fourth placed value. You see, this is the fourth placed value because it's duplicate. If I write 2 here, it's going to give me the second placed value or the second highest value. If I write 1 here, it will give me the highest value. So what do I have to do to get the other second highest value? This is the highest value. E2, sorry, the formula is wrong, copied wrong, the range, and I want the second value, second highest value, which is 40, see 40, and then I want the fourth, E2 to E17. Since I copied the formula, it changed the cell address. That's what it does. This is the third highest value. So you see, this is how you find out the highest, second highest and third highest value. Similarly, for the lowest, I have to use the small function, small, the range of cells, and in the same way the smallest is 24,000. Somewhere here hidden is the 24,000, and the second smallest equals to small, same range, comma, this is the second smallest, and so on and so forth. So you see how this is how you find the smallest and highest value. But there are other ways of finding highest or smallest value. You can use sort n function. We'll discuss this in different video, but this is how it works. See, here it's saying sort n. There is a difference between sort and sort n. Sort n gives you the ability to specify how many number of cells you want to pick. From this range of cells, the same range E2 to E17, I want to pick 3, top 3. This is how you can get all the 3 in one formula, sort n, and then say false gives you the sorting order. In this case, descending false gives you descending result. If you want ascending result, you have to type true here. So this gives you the top 3 result in one go. So that's all for today.